Friday Night Lights, sponsored by Jack in the Box.
Well, one of the oldest crosstown feuds headlines tonight's barrage of battles. Thanks for joining us for week number 6 of Friday Night Lights. I'm Rob Fram. Alex Cheney has the night off. We begin tonight with a renewal of the classic area rivalry featuring the Yuma Criminals and the Kofa Kings. Even though the Crims have had the Kings' number the last 3 years under head coach Kurt Weber, Kofa comes into this one with tons of confidence, winners of 4 of their first 5 games, including a huge come-from-behind effort in last week's win over Gila Ridge. Well, in tonight's rivalry edition, marquee matchup, Kofa will try to get Coach Ben Franz his first win against Yuma, while the Criminals looking to jumpstart the second half of their season. As Coach Kurt Weber leads them onto the field, and of course Kofa blazing in as well. Opening kickoff, Coach Weber known for his trickery in this rivalry. He tries it right off the bat with the onside kick, but Kofa's Angel Valtieta sniffs it out with the recovery there. Kings in business, Kofa lures the Crims on defense with the halfback screenplay, but David Castaneda doesn't get very far, getting swallowed up by the Crims defense. Nice play by the Crims. Next play, Zach Miller hands off to Castaneda, the O-line giving nice real estate. And of course, he breaks 2 tackles and he's off to the races. He's going, gone. Kofa strikes first with a 45-yard touchdown play, but the extra point would be blocked. Crims first possession, Isaiah Hoya runs like a man possessed. Look at him, beasting over the half of the Kofa defense for a 15-yard gain. Yikes. A few plays later, Hoya gets outside and gets several more yards on top of that before getting taken down by a pair of Kings. But the Crimson and White defense would hold, getting the gang tackle on Hoya and forcing a turnover to end the Crims' first drive. From there, Kofa would continue the shutout. They win, and they break the losing streak. Congratulations to Kofa getting the 20-0 victory. After tonight's finish, here is where the all-time series between these two storied programs stands. The Yuma-Kofa football rivalry since 1961 goes like this. Yuma has an overall win total of 31, still ahead of Kofa, but Kofa gaining a little bit ground tonight, getting their 25th win in the history of this rivalry. Meanwhile, Cibola is fresh off its latest road triumph at Brawley. Could they keep their high-octane momentum going against Alhambra? Well, it was homecoming night at Raider Field, and they take advantage of it in the first possession. Curtis Wolf finds Isaac Contreras for a nice gain on this play. Wolf then would go up top, finding Gabriel Claudio for a 34-yard touchdown strike. That would be the first of 5 touchdowns for him tonight. Then on defense, the Golden Black looks stellar, getting the stuff right there. And then Alhambra, well, they were down, and they would continue to be down. And now we're jumping into the Brawley highlights. Moving west of the Colorado River tonight, the Wildcats. Yeah, looking like they're a team possessed. That's George Mickle taking it up, and he's gone. Mickle making the touchdown happen and making it look oh so sweet. And yes, the Brawley Wildcats definitely taking it to them. And as you can see, the defense really getting it done on this particular play right there as well. Back to Brawley. Mickle is going to get an opportunity for a punt return, and he's going to make a little something happen out of nothing, but the Ridge punt return team gets the stop there. A few plays later, A.J. Grijalva gives it back up to Mickle with the running back screen. A sizable gain on this particular play. The Wildcats in business yet again. Then enter Grijalva, this time on the option keeper, doing work at the expense of the Hawk defense, fighting his way inside the 10 before being forced out of bounds on the option keeper again. Brawley gets the touchdown, punches it in, and they go on to the 44-0 shutout victory. With only one more interstate battle left to go for next week, here is where the latest tally stands. Since Brawley's convincer over Gila Ridge for the first time, the Imperial Valley takes the lead in the overall game standings. We have one more interstate battle yet remaining as Gila Ridge hosts Southwest next week. Well, coming up next on FNL, we keep our focus on the west end of the Desert Southwest, where we have a duo of matchups, including the defending IVL champs, Imperial, looking for their first win of the season. Highlights of those games and more next.
You're watching Friday Night Lights on KYNS.
Now, back to more Friday Night Lights, sponsored by Jack in the Box.
Welcome back, everybody. Not many people thought that Imperial would win the IVL last year after starting the season 0-5. Well, they did. This year, head coach Kerry Laguerra is going with a similar rigorous top half of their schedule, and so far, they're 0-4. And just to throw out a measuring stick, tonight's opponent beat Brawley by 21 points back in late August. So with that being said, let's go to the highlights. Tigers get their next tough opponent at Shimamoto Simpson Stadium in the Christian Patriots. Imperial, in the first drive off the fly sweep, playmaker Raymond Beeman gets a minimal gain on the play. Looks like they're starting to march. Then we see Wyatt Rodriguez, the quarterback, on the keeper. He too gets somewhat of a minimal gain right there. Then Rodriguez tries to press it with the pass, but throws it to the wrong guy. No! The interception puts the Tigers in a rough spot. The Patriots, well, they're going to try to go deep as well. But as you can see, this pass play well defended by Joseph Tarango. And then they're forced to punt. On the punt return, Tarango is going to get his number called here. He's going to try to get something going. Off the bounce, he picks it up and he gets shut down immediately, but in the process, he gets injured on the play. We all hope he's okay. Then things get worse for the Tigers offense. The missed exchange from the backfield becomes a fumble recovery. Oh man, for the Patriots. Unfortunately, the night would not be Imperials. They would go down big in this one, 40-13. Meanwhile, the Central Spartans getting their non-conference game on before they begin IVL play in 2 weeks. Central had problems on offense, as we're about to see, but Gus Quinones is going to get some positive yards on this particular play on the pitch out. Getting a little something out of nothing, getting close to that first down, but the Spartan D had their own struggles. Morse is going to take this running play through a gaping hole, and they're going to take it all the way to the house. Blue and white in the hole early. And then Morse getting the ball back after Central failed to get anything going on their next drive. 15-yard gash on that play. They struggled with the ground game all night, finally getting the ball carried down. Then Armando Perez, nice corralling here on the sweep play. Great tackle right there by Central. Spartan D would also rise to the occasion here, getting the gang tackle in the backfield. And then check this play out. This is an A+ for discipline right here, because watch the quarterback. He's bottled in. Spartan defense keeps him contained, and this is just a beautiful coverage sack because eventually the QB goes down. Beautiful there. But the Spartans, well, overall, they would fall way, way short. They go down 43-10. Well, still to come on FNL, we got more highlights to go as the San Pasqual Warriors are vying for 2 wins in a row. Plus, we got your helmet props and your Jack in the Box play of the week. Next.
You're watching Friday Night Lights on KYMH.
Now, back to more Friday Night Lights, sponsored by Jack in the Box.
The San Pasqual Warriors took a big step forward last week as they eked out their first win of the season on the road. The Warriors defend their home turf tonight, seeking 2 in a row for the first time since 2013 before hitting the road for the next 2 weeks. We take you to Warrior Field for the highlights, where San Pasqual was rearing and ready to go for this one. Enter quarterback Alexander Robles off the shotgun. He's going to roll out to find Victor Alvarez for the score. Warriors strike early and often. On defense, Warriors would force the fumble, and they'd wind up with an easy recovery on this play. Momentum clearly on their side in this one. Robles then making something happen with his legs. Watch the scrambling ability of this kid. Cutting up the field and getting at it. Then Robles back at it yet again with his arm. He goes long. Off the rollout, finds his wideout for yet another long-distance touchdown connection. The Robles show would continue. He's going to use his feet to get to the outside, as you're about to see. Not finding anybody open? No problem. I'll just use my scrambling ability. And he gets taken down there, but needless to say, he would find a way to get his offense moving up the field. San Pasqual wins this one 54-30. Congratulations to them. In case you're joining us just now, we're going to catch you up on tonight's results, starting with the Seoul Interstate Battle. Brawley takes care of business against Gila Ridge. Meanwhile, Kofa, for the first time since 2012, defeats arch rival Yuma at home. Congratulations to the Kings on their victory. Cibola Woo! And a Madden shootout takes care of Alhambra. Imperial still looking for answers, losing to Christian. Continuing with the score train, Central goes down the Morse. Yuma Catholic getting vengeance against Northwest Christian on the road. Congratulations to the Rocks. Calvary Marietta takes care of Holtville. Cal Patriot gets another win, this time at Riverside Prep. And rounding out the rest, Antelope still looking for that first win. Harvest Prep falls short by a single point. Yikes. And again, San Pasqual takes care of business. Now it's time to continue an FNL tradition where we're going to give out our helmet prop to the player, position group, or team that stood out from the rest tonight. Tonight's first helmet prop goes to the juggernaut offense of Cibola. For the third week in a row, Cibola has racked up 50 or more points. This includes Gabriel Claudio's scoring barrage of at least 5 touchdowns tonight. Just amazing. The Raiders are like Madden-like or something, as we just hinted to you. Our second helmet prop goes to Yuma Catholic. Why? Well, because vengeance is sweet, and they do it on the road against a team who eliminated them from the playoffs last year. They take care of rival Northwest Christian. Congratulations to the Rocks finding their mojo as they go back home next week. Here's our first look at week number 7 of FNL. We have 8 awesome contests on the docket, all headlined by our marquee matchup between Southwest and Gila Ridge. We invite you to join us for our latest episode of FNL next Friday night. Well, we finish off tonight with our Jack in the Box Play of the Week. This one comes from the Gila Ridge Brawley game. The opening kickoff has George Mickle using his screens beautifully, going behind his blockers and then finding those openings and then bye-bye. That's about 100 yards or something. Mickle, poetry in motion, making this thing look beautiful. In the end, this is the first of many scores for the Wildcats. Again, Mickle really starting the pace that would just continue through the rest of the night. Congratulations to Brawley getting the bounce-back win. And, of course, George Mickle, again, getting our Jack in the Box Play of the Week for the night. Folks, it's been another exciting week of FNL. We thank you for joining us, and we look forward to you joining us again. Alex Cheney will be back next week as well. We'll look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great night and a great weekend, peeps.